You tell your body, I'm safe. I am safe. All is well. I am safe. All is well. And that works, right? I've used it a couple of times for my own little anxiety issues, and it does help a lot. And then ground yourself every day, every morning. Learn how to ground yourself when you're meditating. Very important. Spend time in nature. Walk barefoot. Be barefoot in nature. Even if you're around your house or in a garden, be barefoot. It helps a lot for you to ground your energy to the earth. It also soothes you as well, right? So spend time in nature, walk barefoot, visualize roots extending from your feet to the earth when you're meditating as well, right? If you don't have much time, you can dedicate an hour or even 15 minutes, maybe an hour in the morning, and then another maybe half an hour in the evening before you sleep, depending on your schedule. But you should be doing something in the morning practice and your evening winding down practice for you to able to learn how to connect with your body and begin to embrace your body and love your body, and don't be just criticizing your body and rejecting your body because it's not the way you would like it to be. It doesn't have that shape that you see other people with shapely bodies. You understand? Now you end up criticizing yourself. That's how we've disconnected with our bodies. And then I know that religion had a role in also teaching people to connect to their disconnect from their bodies, basically, because of the fact that they have this teaching whereby they say that the spirit is more important, the physical is not important, your body is not important, your soul, your spirit is important. Your body and your soul and your spirit are all important. They're all part of you, right? And the safety is within your body, because you're using your body is your avatar, represents who you are at any given time. So you need to able to be safe within your body and be able to also connect using your body to higher set your higher self, to source, right? To divine consciousness as well. I said in step number 2, I said about grounding important. Then number 3, open your chakras. Fear closes the heart. Love opens it. Love and acceptance and peace opens your heart. So learn how to forgive yourself and forgive others as well, because unforgiveness is connected to fear. Unforgiveness is not, it's not connected to love, right? So forgiving others and forgiving yourself is important. When fear closes your heart, as I said, love opens your heart. Practice gratitude, self forgiveness. Simple, place your hand on your heart and breathe love into it. You understand? Start with gratitude first, and then work your way towards love practice. Love, generating love in your into your body, into your mind. But first, start being grateful each day. I'm grateful for 5 things that you can see, that you have experienced, that you have in your life. Maybe the fact that you're safe, the fact that you live in a home where you have a roof over your head, the fact that you have meals, you have food, you've been taken care of, the fact that you have clothes to wear, the fact that you have family and friends, all gratitude. And then when you start from gratitude, from contentment to gratitude, and then you can expand yourself to love, happiness and love. You understand? But you start where you are and you expand yourself. Very important to know that as well, right? So where am I now? Okay, we spoken about the, and in the third eye activation. Third eye activation works very well when doing meditation. When you're meditating, you can actually work on activating the third eye. Remember, the third eye activation is not only linked to meditation, it's also linked to things like forgiveness, things like empathy, cultivating more empathy within yourself and gratitude. So as you are practicing to be more happy and grateful and full of empathy and more acceptance about your life, you actually now able to open your third eye, because remember your third eye is connected to all the other senses of you feeling safe here. You willing to open your heart and accept life for what it is, then your third eye will also open. Now remember, your third eye can also open when you're not ready for it, when you still have all these negative things going on in your life and you have all these negative belief systems and you're still living in fear. When your third eye opens, you're going to get more fearful experiences because you will get what you are. That's why it's important for you to release all negative belief systems, limiting belief systems that are low frequency before you start working on your third eye. This is what, if I knew this, I would have had a better experience myself in opening my third eye as well, right? Because my third eye opened because of my meditation practice when I was in Dubai. I was meditating like every single day, and it triggered the third eye to be open. And my first experience was somewhat, it wasn't all that bad, not very frightful, but I was not ready for it, right? Because I wasn't even actually consciously working on opening my third eye. I was doing a lot of meditations, including Kundalini, and our Kundalini does open your third eye, right? So for me, it was like, okay, this is interesting. Let me do it because it sounds interesting, but I didn't even know. I did not have all the information that I needed before I started doing the Kundalini meditation practices, those breathings and clearing the chakras. Because I did the chakras first. I did meditation, and then I learned about the chakras. Then I started doing meditations to clear the chakras. Then I started doing Kundalini meditation and breathing. Right, that opened my third eye, and then my experience was not so nice. However, I did then slow down and I stopped doing that certain meditation that was triggering it, right? And I started then, well, let me clear my lower chakras, my base chakra, and feel more safe. Started doing some inner work, right? And then my third eye remained open, but my experiences were not so negative anymore. And I could see my intuition and my clairvoyance was not bringing bad, scary experiences anymore. So living in alignment is important as well, okay? So before we go there, let's speak about number 5. Listen, don't force. Right? Listen, don't force. Very important. Intuition speaks softly. It's not loud. It never argues or shouts. It's not fearful. Right? It's based on safety, being grounded. When you are in when you ask for guidance from your guides, stay open to signs, sensations, and synchronicities. The more you trust the subtle messages, the stronger your intuitive channel becomes, guys, right? The more you trust your intuition, the subtle messages, the stronger your intuitive channels become. In other words, when your intuition tells you and inner guidance tells you, go left, do that. Don't go and do something else. Don't ignore it, because what you don't do, you will lose it basically, right? You're not practicing it, so intuition will just then get silenced, because when you do it, follow your intuition, your subtle guidance, you're telling your intuition, your higher self, that yes, I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to practice accordingly. Very important. So don't force, listen. Remember that the ego is loud and is forceful, and it's always boasting. But the intuition is subtle, loving, and caring. Okay? Then living in alignment with your intuition. When you live within your intuition, your intuitiveness, right? You flow with life instead of fighting life. You trust. I'm here for a reason. This is the way it is because for a reason. I'm here. It's okay. It's only for this while. Remember that things are constantly changing. Right? When people are in problems, they get stuck in the problem because they only focus on the problem, not focusing on, okay, the reason why I'm here. This is the situation I am in now. What can I do to accept it more? What can I do to work and make myself better? There's a reason why this thing happened to me. Okay, I accept it. Remember, acceptance is not giving up. Acceptance is giving no resistance. What you resist shall persist. Right? It'll continue being there. The more you push, the more you're manifesting it. Now you're focusing it because now you are resisting it. So you're focusing on it. And what you focus on becomes bigger, right? That's why it's important for you not to give resistance in life, right? So you flow with life instead of fighting it, no resistance. You attract aligned opportunities and relationships when you are aligned with your intuition. You attract aligned opportunities and relationships in life. Okay? You make decisions from peace, not from fear, not from pressure, not from comparison. You're making your decisions through peace and understanding. You stop chasing and you start allowing life. You stop chasing the success. You stop chasing what those next things you want to manifest. You're now allowing life to be, and you're appreciating where you are at this moment. It's not giving up. It's about you being appreciative. Right? It's like, for example, people have these big goals, they achieve the goal, and then as soon as they achieve the goal, they don't spend time and appreciate that the achievements and embraces and really immerse themselves in the achievements. They start now thinking about the next hustle, the next thing to achieve, instead of being happy where you are today. Be happy for the things that you've achieved and managed to actually achieve in your life. All right, so your intuition becomes your compass, guiding you through the matrix, giving you clarity, working with you in grace and purpose. Your intuition is your GPS, as they call it, in life, right? In the matrix, because it's an energetic game, right? So intuition is here to help you. Fear is there to fog, and it just blocks the road. It just clouds everything. That's why you need to move yourself from fear and zone more into your intuition, right?